Going on. Let me get my camera on. That would work. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTL True Crime Podcast. We're here on this Saturday night, November 18, 2023. I feel like it's Sunday for some reason. Isn't that odd? It feels like a Sunday. I don't know. But how's everybody doing? Welcome into the live chat. If you're here, you can chat live in our live chat right to the right-hand side of the screen. If you're watching this on replay, please go back in the comment section, or even when this posts, go back to the comment section, leave a hashtag replay, or let us know what you think about this live. And as everybody's coming in, just make sure to smash that like button. That's very important. I want to welcome everybody in. I see a lot of moderators here. A lot of new people here, a lot of new names, which has been great. The channel is growing. And we're going to get into something that kind of unfolded today. Something that kind of unfolded today. I wouldn't say kind of, something that did unfold today. And I think that it could have been handled a lot differently than the way that it's been handled. And I had my first Twitter war today, and it's still actually kind of ongoing, which is kind of hilarious. And we're going to get into all of that. But it started with a video that I saw on Facebook early this morning. And the video that was put up was in the Chelsea Grimm uncensored Facebook group. Now, I believe the moderator or one of the moderators of the name Dave actually posted the video. So when I watched it, it's about a 6-minute video. We're going to play it. I watched it and I had some thoughts on it. And it looked weird to me. It was like edited and it hit all the talking points. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if this seems credible. I don't know if this seems credible. I got to kind of look into this. So I grabbed the video, wanted to put it up on my YouTube channel. I wanted to let everybody see what was going on and just get your thoughts, your comments. Did you think it was clickbait or did you think it was credible? So after doing a little bit of research, kind of scouring around, I asked, where did you get this? And someone posted on that, under that video, the link to the account that posted it. So I said, all right, I'll go over and check it out. Maybe this person is a friend of Chelsea. We'll check it out. So I'm looking on the videos and I see 2 videos posted about Chelsea. I'll check them out. So the first one was on October 28th. And this person put a video out explaining Chelsea is her friend and we need to be looking for her. And then the second video was just recent and kind of saying the same thing. But when I'm listening to it, there's a lot of misinformation in her video. And I was kind of upset with that, considering someone being a friend, someone that says in their actual video that they talk. It's confusing because in one video, she says that she talks directly to the family. And then the other half of the video, she says, well, I just got off the phone with a friend that talked to the family. So which is it? That's what I'm trying to understand here. Did you have direct contact with them, or did you have a friend that had contact with them? So she goes into saying that she went to school with Chelsea in an exchange program many years ago when they were younger. Doesn't really give me any indication that she's been friends with her present. She says that she's friends with her for 16 years. So is that from like the time you were born up until you were 16 years old? Or was it from the time from the school all the way up until now? Never really made that clear either. So it just seemed very strange to me. So I'm going to look into this. So again, pull the video, upload it on my channel, wanted everybody's opinion about it. And then I actually found the person and I actually cordially invited them on the show. I said, hey, I tweeted at her and I sent her a message in IG and I tweeted at her and it said, hey, seems like you know Chelsea. We've been doing a lot of kind of drum beating here on LTL True Crime Podcast to get her story out because no one's talking about it. Would love for you to come on my live and tell us a little bit about Chelsea. And she went back, grabbed the video, posted the video, and said, "What is this bullshit?" And I'm gonna pull it all up. Essentially, what is this bullshit? This person here is just profiteering, blah 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 blah, and it just ensues this big Twitter war. And actually, Steve from SF Investigates gets involved in it. Kind of hilarious. But we're going to go through that. So let me show you what kind of prompted all of this. Oh, and of course, PJ had to chime in too. And PJ, if you're watching, please, buddy, I'd love for you to come on the show. I'd love for you to come on the show. I'm gonna drop the link. There's a link for you, PJ. I've asked you multiple times today to come on the show. I really want you to come on the show. I really want you to tell the story about Chelsea and your relationship and leading up to the days that she disappeared, because we want to fill in some information. And I'm going to do this. We're going to get through this presentation, and then I'm going to actually call him live on air and see if he picks up. Now, I know he's watching, so I know he won't pick up, because last time when I called, he said, I'm busy, just text me instead. I don't text, dude. We do things here on Let's Talk Live, LTL Live, and we want you to come over here and just talk. Why is everybody being secretive about this? Why is no one talking? And we want to understand that. And that's why I acquired, through the Freedom of Information Act, to get the record of this case, put it out there, get the body cam videos, put it out there. So there's not misinformation in this case, because we saw a lot of misinformation in the Idaho 4 case. And I said, I'm not going to let this happen this time. If I have to be the first person to get out there, start beating the drum, start ringing the bell, getting some good relevant information out there, I will do it. I will do it. And if I have to gatekeep that and take down people that are spreading misinformation, I will do that, because I don't want it to happen in here. And I have so much on my mind today about this. I have so much on my mind about this today. And I'm a little bit shocked at the response that happened. And we're going to get into that. So let me pull up the first initial wave of how this all, and I couldn't believe the way that this all kind of unfolded. But it's kind of funny. It's hilarious. But I want to make this disclaimer right away. I don't want anybody attacking this person or the people that are going to be in this thread that you're going to see tonight. Let's not do that, okay? Because we're better than that. And maybe at the end of this, we can all learn a lesson, okay? Maybe at the end of this, there's a lesson to be learned, okay? All right. So let me pull up the first. So I went into the Facebook group today, and I'm in this one here, and they got about 175 members. And this was posted. This video here was posted. Now, I didn't know where it came from. Dave just uploaded it. There's no link. There's no TikTok handle on it. I don't know if it's from Twitter. I don't know if it's from Facebook. Was it a friend that he knew that posted it? I don't know. So I started watching it, and we're going to play it. And I want you all to listen, okay? Because information in this video is wrong. And that's why I hope, and we'll get to this at the end. I'm going to save my thought, my Jerry Springer thought at the end. All right. But let's play the video. I'm sure that most of
you in France, and then in
let's play that.
Chelsea and I met when I was 16 years old. She was like 17 or 18. She's a couple years older than me. We were going to the same environmental studies program in France, and then in
Verified. We'll give her that. Verified. She is a friend of Chelsea's. Now, how long and what the relationship is, I don't know. But I did verify she is. Okay, so we'll give her that. All right, now listen.
in South Africa. Another good friend of both of ours, who was in that study program with us. I got off.
Okay, I'm going to back up, but I just want to address this really quick. Motion VIP with a 5. Thank you so much. You said, good to see you. You feeling better, brother? I'm getting there. I'm still a little. You know what I mean? Still a little, but we're going to get back. This is the most important thing that I need you to hear. Okay. Listen to this.
Good friend of both of ours, who was in that years older than me. We were going to the same environmental studies program in France, and then in South Africa. Another good friend of both of ours, who was in that study program with us. I got off the phone with him earlier. He and I talked for about 30 minutes just about everything that's been happening. He's been in direct contact.
Contact. And I think it's a cut, and it's a bad cut. It's a bad edit cut here. Because ultimately what I found out was this is a TikTok video. And I don't know that. There's no TikTok handle on the screen. It looks like it was just recorded. So I didn't know this came from TikTok. So I'm like, where did this video come from? And who is this person? And usually when stuff like this happens, we get these people that come out that want to chase clout or say that they actually know the people, and they really ultimately in the end they don't. But this young lady appears to, what I understand, does know her in some capacity. But let's keep playing through here because I really want you to listen.
Everything that's been happening, he's been in direct contact with Chelsea's mom the whole time. Now there's two like kind of major factors here that.
Now I'm going to tell you this. I'm in a group that's pretty well connected to the family. And I haven't heard anybody that I know that's been in direct contact with her family. I know one person, and that person's a female. It's not a male. So I'm wondering, let's put our thinking caps on, kids, because you're going to see something later in a Facebook post that may give you a tip to who this person, this male, may be. And I think they may be lying. So let's play this.
Really suck. There was a significant head start that Chelsea got, like no matter what happened to her, in terms of being missing. Like, you know, we like the whole first 72 hours.
No matter what happened to her. So to me, and you're going to see it later on in the post, you're going to see the missing poster, and it's hitting all the talking points in this video. You get where I'm getting? We're on TikTok. We're running a video. I'm not saying that she doesn't know Chelsea. It's been confirmed that she is, but you're reading a poster. You're reading a post. You really don't have the correct information. You really haven't read one page of the 55-page police report. And we're going to prove that. And my friends, I don't normally like to do stuff like this. But when I call stuff out and then I repeatedly get attacked on Twitter, I'm going to come back and set you straight. This is wrong. This is wrong what you're doing.
Our thing, like, out the window. Like, Chelsea wasn't even reported missing yet. The other thing that's really crappy is law enforcement isn't looking at this as a crime. They're saying that there's no evidence of a crime.
Wrong. It's a parallel investigation.
But there certainly is. Our friend that I was talking to believes that the tires were slashed intentionally. The one thing that stands out to me the most is
wrong. Stop. Wrong.
Our friend that I was talking to believes that the tires were slashed intentionally. The one thing that stands out to me the most is that Chelsea's items were removed from the car, either by herself or by someone prior to them finding the car, except for Chelsea's camera. I don't think people understand how big of a deal this is. Chelsea never went anywhere without her camera.
How do you know that? How do you know that? And I think you even say in here, I haven't talked to her, and I may be wrong on that in a while. But how do you even know that? And I'm going to give you my summary of this video at the end of it, because we're going to look at something. I'm going to show you why I think this video was put out. So let's keep playing through. I know we're only about a minute into it, and I got a lot to say tonight. This might be a long stream. I'm going to say it might be a long stream, but I know that you all will listen, because I think at the end of this, we're going to get to a major learning. What's the word I'm looking for? Something that we're all going to learn here.
It was probably like the most important thing to her. Like, if she was going anywhere and she was going to take her sleeping bag and her backpack and her phone and her wallet, she would not leave her camera behind. That makes no sense to me. And the second that I heard that, in my heart, I knew, and I can't say I know, but like, I think someone took her.
Stop. You have not read one page of the 55-page police report. Stop. That is misinformation. That should not be put out there. You don't know that for a fact.
And it's been so long. At this point, she could be anywhere. She could be south of the border. She could be.
Why would you say that?
Who fucking knows? I hope so badly that she is alive. She has had an incredibly difficult life. And I know a lot of people are like, all right, let's not rule out mental health here. And let's not. But Chelsea has a just history repeatedly of reaching out to someone.
Well, that can be easily figured out, because we know that the text messages have been out there in these groups. So all the information that's being gathered here right now is pretty public, and a lot of it is wrong. So you're making a video on TikTok, you're putting misinformation out there, you haven't watched one episode of what we do. Oh, and by the way, my channel is tiny and it's shitty, and the things that I'm doing here is I'm the one that's exploiting. And you'll see that in the Twitter thread. It's pretty funny. I'm the one that's exploiting. But it's funny because if the mainstream media did this, News Nation, if she found out News Nation and her little minions picked up the News Nation story and went, oh my God, that's so fantastic, you're reporting on it. But a podcast, a small podcast that got down to the truth, that got the police report through a Freedom of Information Act, a public records request. It is public. It's put out there. The police can release it. We got the body cam footage. We put that all out there for everybody to see it so we could stop misinformation, or put the videos out there so people could see and maybe hear something on there that may jar a memory. Maybe someone was out in that area in Ashfork at that time, out in Williams, and they saw something or something looked different, or they could put a clue together. Hey, I was there. I drove by her. I saw her, and actually wants to help find this young lady and bring her home. Instead of going on TikTok with misinformation and putting it out to your 590,000 followers with over 29 million views. I might question that a little bit, but I digress.
Multiple people, friends. She has so many
I'm the
friends.
bad guy.
It is not like this for her to go off the grid. Like, if she was going through a difficult time, like, she would not break contact with absolutely everyone she knows. That's just so, that would be such a just outlandish, like it would be such a mental break for her that it would be unlike anything she has ever gone through, even through the.
Now, didn't she say that she just went to an exchange program with her back when she was 16 years old? I'm sure there's been a distance of time you haven't seen that. How do you know her? Where's the credibility that you know her in that way? I'm sure you've known her before, but where's the credibility that you know her now? That you know all these deep, dark feelings, that you would know how she feels. And believe me, I didn't want to do this tonight, but the way that she attacked me on Twitter, I'm just giving it right back to you. I'm going to clear all this up. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong. 100% wrong.
Darkest, most difficult times of her life. Something happened to her. Like whether she tried to go on foot and maybe make it to that love station or someplace to try to get.
These are all talking points that anybody could see in any of these Facebook groups, or anybody can see reading an article. She's reading the missing persons poster. That's essentially all this is. And if you were speaking for the heart, I'm going to tell you, if you were speaking from the heart, why would you cut up your video into small little snippets? Why wouldn't you just run one video? Just run a continuous video instead of editing it.
Help because the tires, or whether something happened to her on the way somewhere, or someone saw her, or someone offered her a ride and then things went bad. I don't know, but I do not believe.
So if you don't know,
Chelsea,
then why would you get on TikTok with 590 subscribers, 590,000 subscribers, 29 million views, and go out there and say this? Why would you do that? Why would you put that out there about your friend? Why wouldn't you do a little bit more research, and maybe you would come across my channel and understand that I've done investigations with people that have investigated this case. I've done interviews with friends of hers. I'm in a group chat with friends, and her minion said to me, leave their friends and family alone, go away. No, I've been accepted into those groups because they're appreciative that I took on this case. You know why? Because no one was fucking talking about it in the media. No one. And we grabbed a hold of it, and I said, not this girl. It's not going to happen to this girl. I am not going to allow misinformation be put out there. We are going to get the records. We're going to set the record straight. I don't want this to become another Idaho 4, where everybody still to this day looks at grub truck videos on Twitter and mulls it over. Did you see what they said? Did you hear what they say? Did you see what they did? Did you see him talking? Did you see where she went over there and tapped him on the shoulder? Not going to do that here. We're going to get it out in the open, and we're going to put it all out there and get the police report out so people can read it and understand what's going on in this case. Clearly, you haven't done that. But I'm the bastard here.
Walked off into the great unknown with her sleeping bag and her backpack and all of the stuff that she had. So much stuff in her car. I've seen the videos of what she had in her car.
She went to Instagram and she saw the videos, and she knows. She don't know shit. I know. I've seen the photos inside the car. I know.
Car, like from her own Instagram highlights.
We know.
She had so much shit in that car. How is she gonna carry like it doesn't make sense. The reason that they're looking at it as a non-criminal activity, like they can't investigate it as a crime right now, is because the doors of the car were locked when they got there. That doesn't mean anything. Anyone could have locked up the car, taking the keys with that. Like, it kills me. She really is a great person.
Cut. Edit, cut.
She really has been through so much, and she really doesn't deserve whatever the fuck is going on right now. And I will go full fucking force for my friend.
You know how full force she went? She made 2 videos, one on the 28th of October and one just recently a day ago. That's how full force she's gone into. You know what? I've gone more full force than you have. And you're calling me out saying that I'm a sucker and I'm a son of a bitch and I should rot.
I know she would do the same for me. And I would never forgive myself if, you know, something that I could have done could have helped find her. I will do everything I can. I don't know how to go about this in a way that is effective.
You know how you go away about making it effective? You go on TikTok and you give good, relevant information. That's how you're effective. You don't go on and put a video out like this where you have no idea what's going on in this case. As a friend, you are her friend. I don't personally know Chelsea at all. And I haven't even done this type of disservice and justice to her case. And that's why I do this, because I don't want stuff like this to happen. I don't want misinformation put out there. And that's why I went direct to the sources: police report, body cam footage, private investigator that was on the case, friends that are in touch with the family, that we've relayed information back and forth. Elias, PJ, have you talked to any of them? But I got beat up on Twitter because I misspelled a hashtag. Hashtag warriors. Hashtag warriors. See that? You know you're doing something right if the only thing they can point out is your hashtag, because I had a misspelling. You don't even spell her name right in the hashtag. I'm sorry. I'm not as perfect as you. I'm not as perfect as you. I made a misspelling.
And delicate. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I can.
Well, you're not doing anything.
And I hope
you haven't done anything
that it's of any
You
help.
attack people
and I'm
that have put out relevant information, the facts. You've attacked them. You've attacked me. You attacked Steve today.
Devastated, and I'm so fucking upset at myself that I did not notice this sooner.
You should have noticed that you're putting bad information out there.
That I didn't notice that someone who I have known for 16 years, who always has made the...
No, you know, listen, I'm going to do this one stream and then we're going to let it go. And again, I'm urging everybody, I don't want anybody attacking her. We can go over it. We can talk about it here. We can criticize. We can make opinions. But this is going to be the last I'm going to do on it. I know it's going to be great for her because she'll make a TikTok video about it, and that's fine. But you can't go out and say stuff like this if you don't know. And you don't know. You read a news article that was probably weeks old. You haven't searched out to say who's talking about this. And I guarantee you, if you probably would have searched, you would have saw my channel come up, my Twitter feed come up, and us begging every single day to get information out to bring Chelsea home. But I'm the bastard in this. She told me to rot today on Twitter. Rot. That's how she replied to me. Rot. And we're going to look at the feeds. Believe me, we're going to look at it. She told me to rot today. That's someone that wants to help? That's someone that wants to help? Tell someone to rot?
Effort to maintain a friendship with me. Nobody does that. Chelsea has always made the effort.
Comes tears.
To like really show me that she wants to be my friend.
How? Prove it.
That's really...
Let's see the text messages. Let's see the emails. Let's see the phone calls. Let's do it. Show me.
Rare. As an adult, that's so rare.
Now, again, I'm not questioning that she doesn't know her, because it is proven that she does know her. But from what I'm understanding, it was a long time ago. And I get it. You would be concerned. Oh my God, that's someone that I went to school with. But I would go on TikTok and say, hey, my name is X. I went to school with Chelsea at X. We did this exchange program. I'm really upset that my friend is missing. Here's her missing poster. Here's some information that I only know about the case right now. Here's the Coconino Sheriff's Department number. If you have anything about this case, you know any information, heard or seen anything, please call them And I would continuously make repeated videos about that. And then if you wanted to do some self-investigation in this, start reaching out to other friends, some other family members, try to get close to that family, a person that's investigated it. Seek the police report. Find out what's going on before you speak. You got to think before you speak in these cases. I think that's what we're getting at here. Research before you get on the mic. Research before you get on video. And put that out in the ether into the public, because it's wrong.
To have someone in your life who doesn't even live where you live anymore and reaches out to you just to talk to you.
And
that's so rare.
She might. I have no proof of saying that. But you can't say this stuff if it's not true. And there's a lot of misinformation in this video. And I'm upset. I'm upset. And if I have to be the gatekeeper of the stuff and call it out, I will. But for doing this and putting out the case file to stop misinformation, you told me to rot. You told me to rot. So that was it. That was the video. So I got the video out there and I wanted people to look at it. And I posted it to my Twitter feed, and a couple hours had gone by. And then all of a sudden my Twitter started pinging, and they're pinging me right now. I know it is, because I got about 8 notifications. So this is starting to get some legs, and everybody's very upset. And I get it. Her followers are going to attack me, and that's fine. But if the thing is, if everybody took 5 seconds, 30 seconds, and I even say it in a post, if you take 30 seconds and slow down, okay, you'll understand what we're trying to do here. You'll understand what we're trying to give the world, the information, give the residents of Arizona, put the police report out there, have a healthy discussion about it, show the body cam footage. Maybe someone sees something there that is a tip that turns into a potential tip. She said that my channel's a little crappy, shitty channel, that I'm only doing this for monetization and clicks and views and all that stuff. So we got into that little war today. So let's pull up the Twitter feed. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll go back to that post, because it gets very interesting in that post. So I posted, actually, no, I'm trying to get the timeline down. So what I did was I posted the video on my Twitter, and then I started kind of digging around, and I found her actual Twitter account, because someone posted the link. Where did this video come from? Because I'm thinking, Dave just posted it. There's no TikTok handle on it. There's no Twitter handle on it. There's no Instagram handle. Who is this person? Let's check it out. Let's make sure she's credible. Is she really Chelsea's friend? Or is this someone that's just on a social media platform? Because, the thing you have to understand, and this is what I was trying to explain, when things like this happen, people come out of the woodwork and they attach themselves to these cases, and they say, I know her, or I know them. And then a lot of that stuff happened on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram in Idaho. I know them. I know her. And then it come to find out it wasn't credible. So someone posted a link. I pulled up the link and I looked through her thing. I was like, oh, wow, 590,000 followers. That's a pretty big following, and 29 million likes. That's pretty big. You got a big audience there. And I'm scrolling down. I'm going, where are all the Chelsea Grimm videos? Well, we have one. So we'll play.
I can't believe this is happening right now. I was just scrolling my For You page, and I found out that my childhood friend Chelsea is missing and has been for about a month. Chelsea and I went to school together.
She didn't even know for a month that a friend was missing. She didn't even know for a month, and she had to find it on a For You page. I don't know what that is, so maybe someone can help me. Is that a TikTok thing? So she didn't even know for a month that a friend was missing. I know if one of my close friends are missing, I know right away. So how close were they? How close are you? I don't even know what a For You page is. Maybe someone can help me. I'm a fucking what do they call them? A boomer. All right, let's play this.
together in France and South Africa when we were kids.
And people are saying this day, I just heard about this today. Me too. I'm devastated. I've known her since she was 16. I hope she's okay. She's such a nice person. Well, if you've known her and you say that she reaches out to you every day just to stay in contact with you, then wouldn't you know? You said you just didn't find out for a month that she was missing. But if she's in contact with you, I'm confused. What is it?
I can't believe this is happening right now. I was just scrolling my For You page and I found out that my childhood friend Chelsea is missing and has been for about a month. Chelsea and I went to school together in France and South Africa when we were kids. We stayed friends as adults because we both lived in New York City, but she moved away a while ago and we kind of lost touch.
So she admits it right there. She lost touch. She hasn't even been in touch with Chelsea. Chelsea hasn't lived in New York in, I believe, like 3 years. Okay.
Didn't know about this, but I love Chelsea. She's such a cool, awesome person. And I want to help in any way that I can. So I'm going to use my platform to try to spread as much information about this as I can.
It's great. I think right there, believable video. I think it's going in a great direction. She had the missing persons poster up there. Nice, photo of Chelsea to show who she is.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm having a lot of trouble filming this video without getting emotional, but I want to get this information out there to as many people as quickly as I can. So what I'm gonna do is play some news footage of what happened.
So we're gonna go in. So she has no idea what has happened. She's gonna play 7 minutes of news footage on her channel in this TikTok video. There's 7 minutes of footage. Look at this. That's it. 4 minutes. This is it. There's no stopping. There's no interjection. There's no thought. So I said, okay. And then I'm looking through and I'm going, where's all the... She said she's going to do everything. Oh, it's here. This is where it gets confusing, because I bring it up and it's her first part of the video says, I've been in direct contact with the family. Then it cuts into the video that we just watched and it says, well, I've talked to a friend that's been in direct contact with the video. So which is it? Either you're talking directly to them, or is it the friend that's talking directly to them? And I think I have an idea who the friend is. And this is going to all come around full circle. And I'll leave that all up to you to decide who this friend is. All right, let's play this. I just want to play the first half. I'm not going to go through the entire video because we've seen that.
I can't fucking sleep. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's been 2 months since my friend Chelsea went missing, and we still have absolutely no answers. And while it's incredibly difficult for me to talk about this topic, I do want to try to share as much information as I know. And I'm going to play a video that I originally posted about Chelsea being missing that I intended for only my mutuals to see, because I want you to understand the full context of why it's so serious that we need to be looking for her. I initially didn't want to provide any more information other than her missing poster and the necessary information.
You know why? Because you don't know any information. All you know is the information on that poster. That's all you know. You haven't looked into it. And again, you probably did go to school with her. Actually, I know you did. It got verified. You know her, but I don't think you know her. I don't think you know her in her adult life. And I think the information that you do know is only what's on that poster, because you even just said it again. I'm not going to provide any more information. Why? If you've been looking into it, why wouldn't you provide any more information? You know why? Because you don't know.
It's so serious that we need to be looking for her. I initially didn't want to provide any more information other than her missing poster and the necessary information that could help to find her until I spoke with her parents. But after speaking...
Until I spoke with her parents.
With her mom, it now being 2 months.
She specifically says that she spoke with her mom.
Absolutely no leads. It seems like nobody is paying attention. This is what I feel like I can do to help raise awareness about my friend who's missing. And I know she would do the same for me. Please don't stop looking for Chelsea. And please excuse my being emotional.
Don't worry. We won't stop looking. But see right here, This is what I don't like. This is the crap that I don't like. This is where you're starting to make it about you. And that's where I have the biggest problem in this. Please don't mind me being emotional and vulnerable in this video. That's where I have the issue. That's where I have the issue with your crusade. Please don't mind me being emotional and vulnerable in this video. It's not about you. It's not about you. And you just made it about you. And I got a problem with that. You're taking a situation where someone is missing and you're making it about you. You are wrong. You are wrong. Pull the video down. Do a correct video. Do it the right way. Stop making it about you. And I'll rewind it so everybody can hear it again.
Absolutely no leads. It seems like nobody is paying attention. This is what I feel like I can do to help raise awareness about my friend who's missing. And I know she would do the same for me. Please don't stop looking for Chelsea. And please excuse my being emotional and vulnerable in this video. But I think it's important for everyone to see how much Chelsea means to everybody who knows her.
I'm going to keep this friends only because I'm not posting anything about my friend who's missing until...
She wanted to keep it within her friend circle so she could get that initial reaction out there to see how everybody felt about this video. And if she probably got the clicks and likes on it, now I'm going to release it to the public so it can get 70,000 views on it. And I can get that dopamine high because I'm vulnerable and I'm emotional. But I wanted you to listen because now she's going to say it's her friend that talks to her family.
I talked to her mom. So Chelsea and I met when I was 16 years old. She was like 17 or 18. She's a couple years older than me. We were going to the same environmental studies program in France and then in South Africa. Another good friend of both of ours who was in that study program with us, I got off the phone with him earlier. He and I talked for about 30 minutes just about everything that's been happening. He's been in direct contact with Chelsea's mom the whole time. Now,
but I thought that she's been in contact with them. I thought that she talked to them. You made it about you. Please excuse, I am emotional and vulnerable in this video. You turned a situation, a very serious situation, a friend of Chelsea. You took her situation and made it about you. In that split second in that video, you could have said in that video, please don't stop looking for Chelsea, end, and then tell your story. But you had to throw in, and it's a jump cut, because I know when you cut it, please excuse that I am emotional and I am vulnerable in this video. That's wrong. That's wrong. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. All right. Let's pull up the Twitter war, because at about 4 p.m.-ish, 5 p.m.-ish, no, it's just after 5 p.m., 5:30-ish, it turned into the Twitter war. Tots and Pockets, thank you so much. Becoming a YouTube member, thanks for supporting the channel. Crime Enthusiast over here, thank you for the new membership. Appreciate you. All right. Let's get to the Twitter war, and I hope I can kind of map this all out. And I know right now I'm still getting attacked, so it's all good. We'll go to my homepage. Let me enlarge this so we can all read. I'm still getting tweets, so everybody. So let me go to the first initial. So this here was about 10 hours ago, and I know Twitter's really hard to read to get all the full post. So I put this out there and said 10 hours ago, lots of video surfacing in Chelsea Grimm's case. I have no proof proving that this friend is not. Now listen to the tweet. Listen to my tweet. I'm actually being very kind in this tweet. And let me bring this up a little bit more. Hopefully y'all can see it. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm actually being kind in this tweet. Lots of videos surfacing in Chelsea Grimm's case. I have no proof proving that this friend is not credible. So I'm saying she possibly could be credible, right? If I have to be the gatekeeper of Chelsea's case to shut down misinformation, I will. What are your thoughts on this video? And then I got, let's see more. See if I can get this is what's so hard. I can never really understand what so then I got right here. This is her response from 3 hours ago. So then I put up here. She reposts it in tweets and says, "This is such weird behavior. I've known Chelsea for 16 years. This is a missing persons case, not some expose for your silly monetized YouTube channel. Fuck off." That's a happy person. That's someone here that's here to help. This is a friend. I thought the response would be, "Hey, I know Chelsea. I've known her for 16 years. I would love to come on and talk about her because I'm concerned. And if I can give some information to maybe who Chelsea is, or was when I knew her, I'm going to come on and tell you about her. Maybe some of the information I can give can help you give some background. Tell her about the times that we spent together, about maybe she had texts leading up to when she disappeared. And this was things that we were talking about, but she told me to fuck off. She told me to fuck off. Debbie with using the 5-month membership. Thank you so much for she says, "Thank you, Brian, for all you do. I love my new family here at LTL." Well, thank you for being here, Debbie. We appreciate you being here. Micro says she's misleading about her friendship and taking attention away from Chelsea, her friend. I agree. I agree. Yeah, and Detective Dewan says, and she's not making any money off TikTok. She's certified. I think she's blue check marked. She's blue check marked. She's blue check marked on Twitter. Froggy says clout chasers. Katie K says, hell nah. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to boggle through this maze of replies and all that crap. So it gets more interesting, of course. And I tweet back at her and said, "Hey, @Paris, I came across your TikTok about your childhood friend, Chelsea Grimm. Given the bizarre stuff happening nowadays, I initially thought your video was a prank. I've been delving into Chelsea's case on my YouTube channel and would love for you to join my live show to share your thoughts about her. I'll be live tonight at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to DM me if you're up for a chat. Cheers." And then we got her little minion that pops in and says, "Came across your video? You mean like you stalked her on social media accounts and you harassed her? You are beyond creepy." Well, her social media accounts are public. She put a video out there about Chelsea Grimm. It's a case that I study. And yeah, I want to look at the person that's putting this out there saying that she's a friend and she doesn't know anything about the case, and then makes the point about her that I am emotional and I am vulnerable in this situation. So please excuse that. Please excuse that. So let me see if I can follow on. And I said, when she said told me to fuck off, I said, "Godspeed." She told me to rot. She told me to rot. Godspeed, rot. I'm just ending the conversation. She told me to rot. And then let's see if I can figure out where did it go from there. We have her or his friend jumping in again. Leave her friends and family. So I said, let's see. came across her video, and then we had Duck Farts come in and said she publicly posted a video that isn't stalking, plus she's hiding from the real truth. Duck Farts, Paris, you're full of shit. Showed your cards. Yes, your fingers. You don't help people with the little issues just when you can benefit yourself. You're coming out. I'm not going to read that. We'll skip that. I'm going to refrain from reading the rest of that tweet because I don't go there. That stuff is, Twitter can get nasty. People will say things on there. I get it. I'm not going to read that. And I don't fall in line with that type of conversations or that kind of talk. But she said, leave your friends and family alone. Stop taking the spotlight off Chelsea. Now, wait a minute. Who took the spotlight off Chelsea? I am emotional and I am vulnerable in this video. So please explain that. You snatched the girl's video up and used it for your YouTube channel. Content for kicks. You sick bastard. I need to stop stealing the spotlight. And then we have the poster that they connect to it to give it that dramatic effect. The poster is there and it's posted because they're a warrior. They're in for it. And meanwhile, I look and you haven't done anything. You haven't posted once. Just today, because you felt you needed to get involved. Let's see if we can go here. This gets interesting. I said, I just want to ask some questions and see if you could shed some light on Chelsea, what you know about her and what you could help to find her. Thanks for responding. And I forgot my question marks. I'm sure I'll get criticized about that because if you spell something or do something wrong and your hashtags are spelling, that's what they get you on. Not stuff like this in the sense of I'm emotional, I'm vulnerable in this video, so you need to bear with me while I talk about this. What you're doing is disgusting, and you're attempting to profit off my friend being missing by egging on conspiracy theorists and using her literal demise to your advantage. I don't know how people like you sleep at night. And Steve had to jump in because Steve saw what was going on. How is showing the actual incident reports, supplements, and body cam along with surveillance from businesses egging in conspiracy theorists? Actually, you push the counter narrative of law enforcement. I inspected her camera and car. What you said about both is inaccurate. It's inaccurate. It's inaccurate. And it goes on. See if I can find more. Let's see. Where was mine? Your police report is far from official and you're shitty and slowly unraveling. So my police report, the document that's provided by the Coconino Sheriff's Department is false. Dude, if you're watching, here's the thumb drive it came on, bro. Here's the thumb drive it came on right here. Let's do this. Just so he knows, because I know he's watching. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know. It's not accurate. Oh, what's this? It's the police report. How did that get there? Oh, and it's right on the page with PJ's interview. Right there. It's far from accurate. Look at the police report. Look at the case number that's on the police report. If you don't believe me, call the Coconino Sheriff Department. I'll give you the number. You want the number? Let's give them the number. Here, we'll give everybody the number. Coconino Sheriff Department, you can call them 928-774-4523. Give them that case number. S230-3325. Give them that case number and ask what case that's relevant to. They'll let you know. The clerks are there, very nice. Carrie, my moderator, talks to them on a pretty regular basis because we're trying to find out what happened to Chelsea and get good relevant information out there. But let's go back down here. Wait, we'll go up. There it is. That's the reporting officer, Detective Luna from Phoenix. Parallel criminal investigation. And the supervisor that's improving, Detective Sergeant Mikowski. Look at that. Assignment on 10/6/223 and assigned on an on-call detective for the Coconino County Sheriff's Department Criminal Investigations Unit. Do you think that I would just sit here and type up a 55-page document? You can do a public records request and get the same document. But see, I'm nice to the victim, and I care about the victim, and I redact certain information that shouldn't be out there in the public. But if you want to find out all the redacted information, by all means, do the public records request. Find out what I blacked out if it's so concerning to you, because there's a lot of stuff in there about Chelsea's health and family stuff that shouldn't be out there. And I took a lot of great care on that to make sure that that stuff wasn't out there. But again, it's public records. You can request it. And if you want to request it, it's right there. The incident number, S230-3352. That's all the number that you need to do the public records request. And call me a liar. I want you to do the records request and then call me a liar when it comes in the mail. Or if you obtain the body cam footage, they'll put it right on a thumb drive just like this when you request it, body cam footage in there, and they'll put the full PDF file on there for you. And guess what? It says right here, Grimm, and it's got the case number on it. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to get something else. Ready? Watch this. Give me 2 seconds. Here's the envelope it came in. See that? Flagstaff, Arizona. See that? That's the envelope it came in. That's the envelope it came in. Here's the email. See that? $85 for the public records request. $85. So I've done it. So if you want to say my police report is fake, well, I got all the evidence. It's all right here. Here's the padded envelope it came in. And when it came in, our email request was there, both pages. And let's see. Report only, $8. Body cam, $30. Coconino Sheriff Department processing, $85. Police report number right here, S230-3352. It says date and time reported to police, 9/28/2023 at 8:40 a.m. Location of the incident, Arizona Veterans Memorial Cemetery. I mean, if you want me to keep going on, I can keep reading the file. I mean, I literally have receipts here. So if my report is fake, did I just decide to print up a bunch of fake receipts? I mean, I have everything here. I mean, it's in the file. I keep a file on it because I care. But what have you done? You told me to rot on Twitter because I was actually getting information out there, good, relevant information, interviews with people that are close to the case, but I should leave them alone. No one should talk about this. Stop bothering them. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm trying to help. A lot more than you're doing. cursing me out on Twitter, telling me to fuck off and rot. I think I'm being a little bit more productive in this space than you are. So let's go back to Twitter because that was fun. My story, my shit is slowly unraveling. I hope this person's watching tonight. I really do. Let's see. So now we have the retweets, like to post I was in. Here we go. This one was good. If anything, I've done more to help than the mainstream media. My channel is not silly. It's about getting good, relevant information out there to help Chelsea. Thanks for helping and have a good one. Now, again, I don't want everybody attacking her, but I'm just trying to make a point here. When you call someone out, have receipts. Have receipts. And don't put the limelight on you and say, I'm emotional and I'm vulnerable and just excuse me through this video, because it's not about you. This is about Chelsea Grimm. And that's why we do that here on LTL True Crime Podcast, to stop shit like this happening. And I hope that you'll look at this and ponder and think and do the right thing. Take down the videos. Do a correct video. Do the right thing. Do the right thing for Chelsea if she's your friend. And my friends, I have a lot more to go into. A lot more to go into. But that was the Twitter war. It went back and forth and back and forth. And she said, thank you for this. You know, replying to her friend that came out and said, yeah, get on it. Get on them. But this is what we're trying to stop. We're trying to stop misinformation because we care about Chelsea. Personally, I don't know her. I don't know her at all. I saw a smart article about it in a short, brief blog somewhere that the mainstream media talked about it. And I said, geez, this is a really strange case. This poor girl just went and disappeared. And then when we did the diving into it and we gathered the information on my show, we became connected to Chelsea. And I got closer to people in her life. And I started reaching out to friends. And I wanted to do it the right way. And I wanted to set the record straight. And I said to my assistant, we have to get the case file if it's available, because this is going to spin out of control. It has the feeling of multitudes of conspiracy theories. And I don't want it to happen in this case, a case that we have followed for almost a year now. The Idaho 4 case. There are so many conspiracy theories and so much information put out there about the victims that are wrong and the families, and they get attacked constantly on a daily basis. And I didn't want that to happen to this girl because she didn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. The thing that she does deserve is to be brought home and find her and find out what happened and find out where she is. That's how you help. You don't go on Twitter and tell people to rot. Why? Because it's going to help you. It's going to help you in your social media circle. Posting TikTok videos, attacking a person that's actually trying to help. Attacking someone for the last month that's put together probably one of the biggest social case files out there with correct information and not getting into conspiracy theories right here. All these videos on Chelsea, all these videos setting the record straight. My first video on Chelsea was October 14, 2023. October 14, 2023, and I've done a stream basically every single day about Chelsea, pleading for her to come home, pleading for people to go out there and find her, pleading that she's okay, getting in touch with people that are on that police report that had tips, the restaurant owners, witnesses, friends that are close to the family that have direct contact with them, with Chelsea's sister, Sarah. Talking to the PI, one of the PIs that was on the case, that actually went out and did search and rescue missions in that desert to find her. And there's a stream about that, and you can watch it. And I think it would be very informative for you to watch it, to understand what's really going on here. And this is the lesson in this. We need to stop. We need to stop as human beings. People's lives and our lives are not a 15-second TikTok video. They're not a 30-second YouTube video. They're not a 4-minute TikTok, a Twitter post. That's not someone's life. If you're really going to talk about something, you got to do it in the right way. Investigate before you put shit out there, because our brains go too fast now and we get way ahead of ourselves. And believe me, I do it myself. And then I got to slow myself down and take a minute to relax and digest. Do I want to say that? Do I want to do this? Is it the right thing? This is not a post. It's not clout on social media. This is someone's life that we're talking about. This is someone that is missing. Someone that is very important to a lot of lives out there. There's a lot of people that are concerned. And I have a privilege that I've been able to talk to some people that are very close to her. And they do care about her a lot. And they are concerned. But as time goes on, we don't want her to be forgotten. I will keep beating this drum on this shitty little YouTube channel, as you say. And all the bottom line result is this, because I'm so invested in this case now, is that we find Chelsea and we bring her home. And then I have the opportunity to someday and say, I'm so glad that you're home. Because this community here on LTL, the people in this chat tonight, and the people that watch these videos and comment, we are invested in her case. We're invested in her life. Listen, I know things got ugly on Twitter and we went back and forth. And I get it. That comes with Twitter. But I just want you to stop. Slow down. Do a little research before you speak. Put things out there that is good and relevant relative to this case. Don't allow this girl to become Idaho 4. Don't allow this poor girl to become a conspiracy theory. And that's why I think I get very offensive, take a very offensive to it. 30 days I've been beating this drum. No one in the mainstream media has talked about it. Oh, and by the way, when News Nation did a report a month ago, that was the only information we had. And shame on them. They did a report the other day. And believe me, I like News Nation. I like Brian Enton. But they did a mainstream media news story about this the other day, a 30-minute segment. I did a reaction video to it. And they put bad, false information out there. They said that she went out and met her sister in Phoenix. She never met her sister in Phoenix. And it still hasn't been retracted off that story. It's false information. It's not even in the police report, the supposed fake police report that I have in front of me. So think, stop, pause. Think what you say about your friends. Think about what you say about the person that you're going to say those things about. And I'm urging creators to really look at the things that they put out there. Make sure you are right in what you do and what you say. Because at the bottom line, this, and I've always said this, our lives go on. And we just saw a perfect example of what heartache can be brought to a family when we watched the Gonzalez family last night. That 1-hour special they did with Brian Enton. They have to live with Kaylee's death and Maddie's death every single day of their life. That'll never go away. And yeah, I know about loss. My best friend was murdered. My brother committed suicide. So yes, I know your pain. And you may know Chelsea. Actually, I know you know Chelsea. But put good, relevant information out there. Do your research before you hit that send button and post that video. That's all I'm getting at this about. And don't attack people that are trying to help. I just want my videos to get out there. I want her to come home. And I know people that, Steve from SF Investigates, he's no longer involved in this case, but he's deeply, deeply invested and deeply affected by this because he went out there and scratched in the dirt. And I don't mean that in any wrong way, Steve. I think you know what I'm talking about. And the people that criticize this and armchair quarterback this stuff, and they say, I don't like what they did, and you're a son of a bitch for what you're doing and you're putting out there. Well, if it's really your friend and there's someone that you were close to or you are close to, why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you saying anything? Why is it people that are on the outside that are cheering for her and screaming for her and beating this drum and every day trying to do a stream about her so people don't forget. I don't see you doing that at all. I saw 2 videos on your social media, one on the 10th and one just recent a day ago. And I'll invite you. I will invite you on my channel if you would like to come here and talk about Chelsea. Absolutely. We would love to know what she was like as a teenager. We would like to know, because maybe that will give some answers or some clues to what happened. Or we would like to know, when was the last time you actually had contact with her? Do you have any text messages or emails? Do you have any social posts that she might have responded to within and around that timeline? I'm willing to do that. That's what this platform is for. I don't like doing streams like this. But if you're going to come at me and call me out, I'm going to call you out too. And you're wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong at what you put out there, and you're wrong at what you did. Let me just get this to really quick. And I'm sorry, guys. I ranted. I didn't see the chat, and I see everybody chatting. Carrie H with the 20. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rant. No one has done more to keep record straight on this case than anyone. The facts matter. I completely agree. And you have helped too, Carrie. I keep saying Chelsea because it's the only person that's literally on my mind every day. The name that is on my mind. And it's a little Freudian slip. But Carrie has helped a lot in this case too. She obtained these files. She did the public records request for me, and she got it. And I had chills. I had chills because we had clarity. We're going to have clarity now that we can see the case file. Now that we can put good relative information out there, because I don't want the true crime channels that whip up conspiracy over this shit to get out there. I wanted to get a handle on it quick and get it out there quick into the ether so people can watch and understand and go over the 55-page police report and read and find out, where the fuck was this girl? Where is she? What happened? Is it possible? Maybe. And then I had to get close to every single person that I could that was involved in this case. And I was so lucky that Steve was nice enough to come on here and talk for 2 hours on his own volition, just to come over and talk and tell us about his investigation. Chelsea's friend, Artemis, that came on. She's using a screen name, but came on twice and talked to us. For Christ's sakes, we had Elias on the show, the guy that was connected to the GoFundMe account. But if you took 30 seconds and you looked at my playlist and understood what we're trying to do and listened to maybe the first 5 minutes of one of my podcasts, you would understand. I'm not trying to hurt your friend. I'm trying to help. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help her and keep beating this drum and get her case out, staying in the public, because it needs to be out there. Okay. I'm going to take a little breath, take a little sip of water. We're going to go to the Facebook group because there's some very interesting information and back and forth that happened in there too. Okay. Let's take a look at the Facebook group. This was another entity that happened today. Okay. So we had the video. Dave posted it. Lots of comments back and forth. I'm going to see if we can get into the comments itself. I'm going to open this up a little bit more here. And I'm not going to read through all of them. I just want to read through some of the certain replies. I don't know if you all can see this. Hang on. Can you all read it? Is it good? Yeah, it looks pretty good up there. Let's do this. Okay. So Nancy's great. She's always on there. I see her on there. There's a lot of replies back and forth. And, just people are asking about certain details that people are, I think upset maybe at me because I'm not releasing certain things knowing that I have the police report. And I said, look there's things in that police report I don't publicly feel comfortable talking about because I don't think it should be anybody's business. But if you want to read about that, and I keep saying it in every post, do a public records request. It's like $8 or $9. You can get the report in a couple of days and they'll send it to you. The reason I had to pay $85 was because I got all the body cam footage and I got the report. So that costed money, and I wanted all of it because I wanted transparency. But I just keep saying, like, look, get the police report unredacted, public records request. It'll answer all those questions. I'm not going to talk about things in the report out of respect for Chelsea. And then Stacy's asking, can I go? Can I get a copy from you, please? No, I'm not sending it out to you. If you want it, you can look at it here. There's a link on my page that has a slow scroll. You can read it free on my channel. I just forgot about that. You don't even have to do a public request. I literally did a 30-minute scroll. You could stop. And read through it and look at it. So Stacy, if you're watching, go to my page. I think that the video is called Slow Scroll Full Police Report. It is redacted because there's information in there I just don't feel comfortable putting out, talking about health and stuff like that. That's none of our business. It's none of our business. If you want to make it your business, do the public records request, read about it. And I just said, look, I reached out to her. It came up weird. I opened TikTok. The first video popped up. Is this person, algorithm working? Paris Campbell. I said, I reached out to her. It goes on here. Pieces of the missing puzzle. I feel like a lot of sense of it said. To the outside, it's looking like she walked off. People talking about that. Something that people really holding back and saying. And I said, I'm not holding back on anything. Then we had our friend pop up. And I'm wondering, could this be the friend that she was talking to? Our friend PJ. And PJ, I know you're watching. I'm going to do this for you, bud, because we do everything live here on Let's Talk Live. I'd love to have you on the panel. That's really what I'd love to have. So I'm going to drop the link there. And maybe we'll give the phone number a call. See if we'll pick up. So there's the link, PJ. If you want to jump on, you don't even have to turn your camera on. Just voice. We'll get you on. You can talk. PJ. I hope that's not right, because where she is, yeah, they need to holding back. And I said, you're the one that's holding back. We've asked everybody. And then someone chimed in. He does need to speak up on your podcast. Everyone else has. And I just keep saying public records request, get the full police report yourself. That will answer all your questions. And then Steve comes in. I'll address a few points this friend raises. One, the tires were not slashed. And that's correct. She put false information out there about the tires being slashed. Let's see. And the DOT experts, let's see. They were very clear blown out by rock punctures. DOT experts have confirmed it. If you saw Chelsea's camp, you would be shocked. She didn't have 4 flat tires. 2, the claim Chelsea didn't go anywhere without a camera. On the SD card, in the camera, there were pictures that ended on March 5th, 2017. The next photos were taken on April 14th, 2020. The next after that were surfing photos, February 1st, 2021. And the next after that were June and July of 2023 around her house and of her and PJ. And I know about those photos, and I know what's in some of those photos. And then in August of 2023, on her road trip to Utah, and then she started on September 28, 2023. I didn't even read this whole post. This is gold, at the cemetery in Williams. So she didn't take a camera everywhere. In fact, she wasn't used much of it at all. She would go more than 3 years at a time without using it. The picture started in 2015, and she didn't use a different SD card because I can see the camera actuates of the shutter releases and they match up. And you can do that because you know why? I am very skilled in digital photography, and I think Carrie is as well. And Carrie is as well. And you can read camera actuations on an SD card. I know that because I've delved very much in digital photography. Let's see. I inspected the car at the police impound, and it was not empty. It was absolutely packed with things. I'm not sure where the empty statement is coming from. It appears to me she shook necessities to be as light as possible when hiking and included a gallon jug of water. There is no reason to take her luggage or her Canon 70D camera, which is heavy when you are hiking. I'm not discounting his friend's sincerity or true concern for Chelsea. I just know it is critical for there to be accurate information out there. And I completely stand by that. Completely stand by that. Nancy, who's very in there, says, I compare the Ellie at the night of the video and her IG video to why it looked like you and LTL podcast who believe and follow. I want Chelsea to be found safe. I also pray she's off the grid. Let's see. And then I just said, this was my response to Paris. So sure, I've confirmed she does know Chelsea. Paris was a ray of sunshine to me on X. Just ignore her. If she really cared about Chelsea, she would calm down and come to rationalization that we don't want clout chasers, conspiracy theorists popping up like they did in Idaho 4 case spreading misinformation. She says in one video, she talked to Chelsea's parents directly, but in another video, she says it was her friend. Which is it? Personally, I have a problem with someone that goes on the record as someone's friend and puts out a TikTok video to her 590,000 subscribers that she thinks Chelsea was abducted when she hasn't even read one page of the 55-page police report and to come up with that determination. Her war on X is not about her social. Her war with me on X is not about her social media presence. Is about her social media presence. It's not about helping Chelsea, in my opinion. And then I had our friend chime back in. Our old friend chime in. He said, "LTL podcast, you shut your mouth about Paris. They were great friends. They traveled across the world together. If she doesn't understand something, explain it to her. You didn't know Chelsea, and that's true. I don't know her, but I'm going to do what I can to learn about her and what I can to put good, relevant information out there in this case and stop crap like this, especially the crap that you talk about." She knew a lot of people, which in fact she probably did, and she does. The fact is she thinks she's abducted is the same fact that everybody else does. I don't think that everybody is selling that, PJ. The fact is that she just disappeared, man. Is that the fact? Is that the fact, PJ? How do you know that for a fact? I'd like you to explain. I'd like you to explain. Someone that we loved and cared about, I hope you never have to understand what it feels like. Well, I do know what it feels like. I've experienced, tremendous things in my life. So I do know. I don't expect you, and I forgive you. Please pray for Chelsea. I do. Every single day, PJ. I do. And I said, when are you going to join my live show? I'll be on tonight, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Join the conversation. I'll drop the link. And he said to me again, let's talk in private. And I said, we do things live on the show. We do things live on the show. So that's what we do. It's Let's Talk Live. It's Let's Talk Live. And everybody, I mean, your friend Elias even came on here, bro. Even I have to, like I said to Steve the other day when I was talking to Steve, I give Elias credit. He came on for almost an hour and talked. And that was like pretty early on in the case. And again, I'm not accusing anything. I think you were in California, but we just want to know, what was the conversations like? What was the time like when you talked to her when she was going out to Arizona? Maybe that can help fill in some gaps. What was it like, a couple weeks leading up to her leaving? And then this whole situation happened. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to hear. And I don't know why you're being difficult. Just come hang out, man. Casual conversation. That's it. That's it. It's all we want. It's all we want. So again, I don't normally like doing streams like this. I don't want to egg anybody on to harass anybody or yell at anybody on Twitter or go to anybody's accounts and say bad things about them. That's not what this is about. The end lesson here is this. If you are going to talk about something, make sure you do your research before you record that video, before you make that tweet, before you make that TikTok video, before you make that YouTube video, because the bottom line is this, and you should know better. You're her friend. And that's just with anybody creating any type of videos. Do your research, get the facts, put correct information out there. Don't get into conspiracy theories. Don't sing things that you don't mean, you don't know. Don't go off just a missing persons poster. Dig in, find out who's talking about it. Even if you have to look at a mainstream media story about it, that's fine. But do some research. Find out that the facts are credible. Cite the facts, figure it out, and put out good, relevant information, especially in this case. because there's a lot of bullshit around it. Oh, by the way, I want to let everybody know. I reached out to that business and they're not reached back out to me. I've sent 2 texts and 2 emails and non-response. Oh, by the way, I want to do this. Let's make a phone call. Let's see. Let's make a phone call. Let me see. All right, let's do it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Michael is not available.
I don't know why he uses that number, but that's the voicemail we get. Michael. It went right to voicemail. He clicked the phone because he knew I was calling. But yeah. I'm live right now. Want to talk on the air for a moment. I've been asking. PJ checking in just to see how you're doing. I'll be live at 8:30 Eastern Standard tonight. Did you have any interest in calling in, talking about Chelsea to the audience? I think they'd enjoy hearing from you. Let me know. Get it right there. But it went right to voicemail. Maybe we try him again. Try him one more time. Let's try one more time.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Doesn't want to talk. I'll drop the link one more time before we end the stream. One more time. Come on. Let us know. Talk. I'll wait a couple more minutes. Play some music? Want me to play some music? Let's do this. I'll give him like 30 more seconds. And then I'm going to end the stream. Ten seconds. I don't think it's going to happen. Yep. I don't think it's going to happen. It's on repeat. All right. That's it, my friends. Again, I think we learned the moral to the story here. And hopefully this ends my little Twitter war. I don't think it is because I think they're still tweeting at me. Let's take a look. See if we have a Twitter update. Oh, I might have one. Nope. People that are following me. But all right. That's it. I think that's it. That's it for tonight. I will maybe be streaming tomorrow night. Maybe. We'll figure out, see if there's any response. If there's any response, then we'll tweet. I want to go back to tonight. Motion VIP, thank you so much. Tots in a Pocket became, I love that. And the advertisement is great. Napoleon Dynamite, what the hell, man? That's just great. New member, thank you so much. Just Debbie using the 5-month membership highlight. Says thank you for all you do. I love my new family here at LTL. Well, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for being here. Please make sure to follow the drama all on Twitter, and you can follow my Twitter handle. And real quick, Carrie Itch with the 20. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. But you can go over to my Twitter handle if you on the Twitter or X. I call it X now. Let's Talk Live YTC. You can get in all the drama over there. That's what it seems like Twitter is for. Or reach out to me on Instagram at ltl.podcast and connect with me over there on Instagram. I'm doing better at it. I'm trying to get better at it. Hey, you know what we'll do? Does anybody want an after show right now? Who's hanging out? Because I know a lot of people just left. Don't leave. Do you want an after show? I'll hang out for like another half an hour. It's still early. I'll do a members only. You want an after show? Give me a Y in the chat if you want an after show. Let's look. Okay, give me a minute. I'll set up a little after show. Let me get the thumbnail ready. All right, everybody wants an after show to hang out. We'll do that. Just give me a second. I'll get the after show set up. We'll go over and talk freely, get everybody's reaction to the stream. I'll hang out for another half an hour. Let me just get that ready. I'll set it up. Give me about 2 seconds. A little bit of time. And I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link. Do it here. So if you want to hear and you're in the chat and you want to come hang out, it is members only, but you can join memberships down below. $2. That's it. $1.99. That'll get you into the after show, get you the ticket to the after show. And we'll go in and talk a little freer in there just for the members. Let's do this. I'm going to set up the thumbnail, after show, bang. Today at, we'll just say 10, but we're going to go in there right away. 10 p.m. Yes, I'm going to send the link in about 2 seconds. Hang on. Let me just get over and do some house cleaning. I'm going to get this set up for members only, and then we'll go over. Give me 2 seconds. Ooh, I got busted on the music. That's all right. I'll get it back. Let me do this. Give me 2 seconds, and we'll do an after show. After. Members only, published on. Link should go out. I'm going to have the link in about 2 seconds. And this members only. I'll get the link right now. And we'll go hang out after show. I don't mind doing that. We'll hang out for half an hour. Okay, here comes the link. Everybody head over. If you want to hang over, members head over. There's the link. All right, I'm going to shut this one down. I'll see everybody over in the members only in about 2 seconds. If you want to come over and hang out, where we talk a little bit freer in the members only chat, go down there, hit the join button. It's $2 to get the ticket to the show. You can come hang out, and thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for everybody for going through the stream with me tonight. I appreciate it, and I will see you over in the members only in 2 minutes. Let me close this one up. Good night. Thank you guys. See ya.